Why Farbrengen? That's the question. Why Farbrengen?
No, I don't think. I think it's very.
It's not a good question.
No.
I love that question.
Why not Farbrengen?
Why not Farbrengen?
How is there ever a time that we're not Farbrengen?
Okay. So the first answer is, number one, since Chassidim accomplish everything with joy, which breaks all fences, limitations, and boundaries, therefore they accomplish everything within a Farbrengen. This is not because of the drinking, God forbid. Rather, it's in order to remove the thick skin and with joy penetrate their body and animal soul. Since a Farbrengen is in a favorable time, it can accomplish even more than the angel Mechol can. So the reason number one is everybody has a thick skin upon them. What's thick skin? It's like the Yetzer Hara wants to block you from doing what you're supposed to do. To learn, to daven, to kabbalah soil, to soil, whatever it is. When you go to Farbrengen, you sit. There's a mashpia, there's nigunim, there's stories, there's divrei Torah, there's brotherly love. That's going to break your thick skin and hopefully result that you're going to make good resolutions to do the right thing. Number two.
Because by Farbrengen.
He says, break the thick skin. That's what he says. It says Lashon. This is from Sichas Kodesh Tov Chof Hei.
It says, why by a Farbrengen could you break it more than if it was going to be by learning Maimer, let's say?
He says because it's a favorable time and an Eis Ratzon, and it accomplishes more than the Malch Machol does. He says,
it's a favorable. Why the
Farbrengen accomplishes more than at a regular time because it's an Eis Ratzon. It's a favorable time, and it's a special power that you can accomplish at Farbrengen more than Malch Machol.
We get together because we're many people.
Yeah, you could say that.
It seems from the wording that what he meant breaks the thick skin was the mashka. Chas v'shalom. I don't condone. I'm just saying what I...
No, because he said this is not because of the drinking, God forbid.
No, that'd be... Okay,
that's what he says. Rather, it's in order to remove the thick skin and penetrate the body and the soul. But he says befeit, it's not because of the drinking.
Can you read from the beginning again?
Yeah. Since Chassidim accomplish everything with joy, which breaks all fences, limitations, boundaries, therefore they accomplish everything within a Farbrengen. This is not because of the drinking, Chas v'shalom. Rather, it's in order to remove the thick skin, and with joy, they penetrate the body and the soul, and the animal soul as well. Since Farbrengen is a favorable time, which means an Eis Ratzon, it can accomplish even more than Malch Machol can. So, point of Farbrengen is to break your thick skin. Yeah. Does anyone have thick skin? I don't know. Okay.
Thickest of all.
So if you want to break it,
If
you want to break it, what does it mean to have thick skin? It's a barrier where
feelingless.
Yeah, you don't feel something.
No.
So you want to penetrate it. The Rebbe says, again, I can't tell you how to penetrate it. I can only tell you what the Rebbe tells and advises. So if people think they don't need Farbrengen, then okay, I can't, answer if you don't feel the sensation, if you don't feel that the Elokus, Torah, davening is going through you, I can't justify your decision not to participate in the Farbrengen. What I could tell you is what the Rebbe suggests, that you should go to Farbrengens. Right? He likes Farbrengens, right? He's by all the Farbrengens. Yeah, Rabbi Lazar always goes to the Farbrengens, I noticed. Rabbi Man was here, I came Thursday night, he was still Farbrengen until past 11 o'clock. I think I've told you before, in the past, I've been around the block a little bit. My first time coming to Yeshiva was Samech Beis, which is in 2002. And even before that, I was in Mayanot a little bit through my college days. So I've seen Farbrengens for close to 25 years. And what I will say is that there are sometimes Bachrim who make calculations. And they say, if I go to the Farbrengen, maybe I'll be a little bit more tired the next day. Maybe I'll learn less. I could be learning other subjects now. Why should I sit down and, be with people and, it seems like a waste of time. As a rabbi, swing the gunim, hear stories. I think every yeshiva has people like this. Maybe even yeshiva where Nassan was also. You have some people go to the Farbrengen for the beginning, and some people just like pop in, pop out, and they want to
No,
Huh?
That's one thing that's not.
You don't have that?
We didn't
Okay.
have that when I was there.
In my day, they had that. So,
There's no Bachram that made calculations like that. No,
no.
You can call me the local Masnagi then.
So,
we could have in the past.
So-
Because you're in a shame.
so what I will tell you is like this. What I will tell you, without mentioning the names of these Bachrim, this is like 20 years ago when I was in Yeshiva. I had some guys who were like that. We wouldn't go. You know? We had good mashpiyim, Rabbi Patil, Rabbi Jacobson would sit with us. Those were our
You
mashpiyim.
couldn't leave once you go. That's the thing.
But you had some guys, they wanted to learn Gemara. They wanted to...
They're afraid because they know once you go, you get in.
I want to learn Gemara. I want to go to sleep. I want to chaz or something. I want to,
Right. Everyone has it. We all feel this. way.
So-
Not-
Why couldn't you go?
That's not true.
So I'm telling you what happened. I'm telling you what happened.
It's a fact.
The next year, this guy, he went on shluchas. I won't say where. I don't want to give it away. He went on shluchas. And then he got a little burnt out on shluchas. And the next year, he started, the guy who learned a lot. He said, that's it. I want to start working and get married. And that was the guys who went to the Farbrengens. They went on shluchas. They learned. They still went to Farbrengens. They did smicha the next year and still went to, then they did koilo. Who learned more Gemara? Who learned more sichas? The people go to Farbrengens are going to spend more time learning on shluchas and smicha and 770 bachrum the rest of their lives. And then you have guys who they don't go, and sometimes they get married. That happened to me before, actually. I had a few guys who I met in my Yeshiva Torah days, and when they were married, they had certain questions about anything, Amunah, Hiskashrus, and other subjects. And I said, you know, that we've been discussing these things at the Farbrengens every single, the whole year. We spoke about all these things. So not only was it affecting them, but now was it affecting their marriage and the ability as a father. So my suggestion is to people in Yeshiva, when there's a Farbrengen, Baruch Hashem, Hashem Ezra has arranged the Farbrengen, I think tomorrow. He already asked, yeah.
All right, Rabbi Worship.
Yeah, Baruch
Yeah,
Hashem.
yeah.
So Hashem, my suggestion is, stop.
What's the Farbrengen for tomorrow?
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
My suggestion is, don't make calculations. Don't make
I already told Rabbi Worship if he comes
You told-
we know the whole thing.
don't make calculations. Don't make calculations, and participate in Farbrengens.
By the
And
way,
again,
take note, he didn't call those people on the time.
anyway, all these.
I'm a Messiah.
He's not gonna not go to the Farbrengen which he arranged. All these little pieces of information you're getting at Farbrengens. You're getting Nigunim, you're getting stories, you're getting throughout a 2-3 hour Farbrengen, people are gonna say things, and again, we're removing the thick skin and talking about emes, talking about the avodah, talking about davening, talking about there's so much information that people will say after they say a little bit of l'chaim. And when you say l'chaim, again, I don't believe in saying a lot of l'chaim. I'm very, very against people say more than 4 l'chaims, because the Rebbe said not to get drunk and everything. But sometimes a l'chaim or 2. I know Shneur is very makbid, he likes to always give. I'm not a big drinker, but I appreciate it. You give a little l'chaim, 1-2 l'chaims. If you need a little more, 5, but not more than 4. It sometimes opens up. It opens you up. It opens up people. When you farbring, you sing better, and you accept upon yourselves achlotas better. So I think a little bit is okay within reason and everything, as long as it's not
Everything is.
as long as it's not abused.
And Tanya says everything could be.
Yeah.
Could be good for use for Gileli Gosen.
Yeah, I mean, this is my personal opinion. And you have some people, they come out with some people they feel something towards a subject, and they like to bring all the proofs on why this thing is right or wrong based on their feelings. So you have people, they make like a kuntras of mashkin all the times that the Rebbe said the mashkin is disgusting, this. But at the end of the day, we saw for years, for decades, the Rebbe would give out mashke for bringing. So what about that? What about the times that the Rebbe told people to say l'chaim and turn over their cups and went around? So I think that's too extreme to say that mashke is completely usher. I think what the Rebbe meant is that when it's abused, it's a disgusting thing. But to say l'chaim or 2, or again, maximum up to 4, I think is a nice thing by Farbrengen. And it shouldn't be abused. That would make it a really disgusting thing. Okay, next subject. Drinking in the nice way of Chassidus is desirable. Oh, see, I didn't even plan this, but that's the title. I was just saying that it's okay. It is drinking in the nice way of Chassidus is desirable. What does it mean? I enjoyed reading in your letter that despite the hardships you joined this year, as well in the preparation of the Farbrengen, although it was seemingly the physical of the Farbrengen, we see clearly that in actuality is also matters of the spiritual. Indeed, our sages tell us, great is drinking, for it draws together. And it does not lose its literal meaning. You can't get more clear than that. Great is drinking, because it draws people together. It's okay to drink. And so the Rebbe says you can't take away from its literal meaning. Literal meaning means to drink. So it's okay. Great. Although Rebbe avoided the corrupt concept of extra drinking, that's what I told you before, which the world calls drunkenness and corruption. However, the drinking is in the way of Torah and in the nice way of Chassidus, then the contrary is true. So again, I didn't even plan this, but this is the Rebbe saying exactly. Great is drinking, it draws people together. As long as you're not doing it in a way of drunkenness and corruption, and you're doing it in a nice way, then it's a positive thing. Okay, next subject, next lesson. Since they demand of us, therefore, that they give us the power to do it. By connecting us to the Baal Shem Tov, the Maggid Mesrich, the Alter Rebbe, the Rebbe paused and cried into the Friedrich Rebbe. We need to make it Farbrengen. We need to have hiskashrus with unity and joy. And its connection. A Farbrengen can accomplish more than sitting alone with a sefer. Oh, this answers that also. The person thinks he's going to sit alone with a sefer and get close to Hashem. He's right. And the sefer will get him close to Hashem. But the Farbrengen will get him closer to Hashem. That's what Rebbe says. One needs to shake himself, be moved, and this does not come by fasting for 3 days, rather by drinking a bottle of mashka. The Rebbe said that. So the Rebbe is clearly pro Farbrengens and drinking. Again, as long as it's a way where it's not drunkenness and everything, but sitting down and saying l'chaim, especially when you have a mashpia, when you have somebody who's going to give over, not just speak about what a mashpia is. You have the Torah, right? That's l'mayla mata, from above to below, and then you have commentators. You have Rashi explains what the Torah is. Torah Shepsavi explains the Gemara. I would say the Rebbe's Maimorim and Sicha is very similar. When you have the Rebbe's Maimorim and Sicha is coming down, right? I would say that's very similar to Torah Shepsav, or maybe even to it's Milamait L'Mata, it's from above to below. But just like when you learn Torah Shepsav, the written Torah, the 5 books of Moses, you need Rashi, you need someone to explain what it means. When you have a Maimer, when you have a Sikh of the Rebbe, you need a Mashpia to explain, give it over, and apply it to your daily life. That's what can be accomplished at a Farbrengen. That you have the Maimer, you have the Sikh. We have it all in front of us in this forum. But the Rebbe says that the Farbrengen is better than sitting alone with the Sefer. So even if you want to sit alone with the Lukut Sichas, which is a great thing, I told you, or sit alone with the Rebbe's Melukut, Maimorim, if you buy a Farbrengen, again, you have a Mashmiya who's going to really convey truth, convey the Rebbe's message. That will accomplish more than sitting alone with the Sefer. Now, let's just not forget, obviously we want to do both. We want to be alone with the Svarim. We want to learn a lot of the Rebbe's Torah. We want to learn a lot of the Sichas and learn Maimorim. But don't lose out on the Farbrengen. Have a wonderful davening.
Yeshiva Torah Ohr of North Miami Beach.